Danger Game Zone, Chapter 5. Flake's super weapon Frost Blade pierced Kathy. Kathy screamed and fell straight back, and the white energy air spilled out from Kathy's body. Immediately, Kathy fell directly to the ground. Princess. Flake, are you really going to kill her? Jamie watched in astonishment at the dramatic change in front of him. Jamie didn't want to blame Flake, just sighed at Flake and rushed directly to Kathy's side. Flake watched Jamie leave, feeling a little complicated. Jamie held Kathy, who was dying on the ground, and pressed her hand against her wound. Are you alright, Princess? Jamie asked anxiously. Kathy trembled, looking at Jamie weakly and said, Look, your friend is here to kill me, but Jamie, I'm happy because you still care about me, and I didn't choose the wrong one. After Kathy finished speaking, she passed out. The wound in the abdomen exuded white energy. Kathy. Jamie looked at Kathy in front of him, not knowing what to do. Suddenly, the little gray cat next to him approached. And the cat's body emitted a strong light and turned into a girl. Don't be in a daze, Jamie. Save Kathy, the girl said anxiously. Jamie froze and asked, Who are you? How can I help? The girl said, My name is Linda, and I'm her maid. You've been chosen by Kathy to be her husband. If you kiss her, the energy in your body can heal her injuries. Jamie said in surprise, What? Kiss her? Kiss the princess? He glanced at Flake. Flake said coldly, Why looking at me? Go save her. Seeing this, Jamie blushed and kissed Kathy. He found that the yellow light energy radiated from his lips, and slowly flowed into Kathy's body. A ring of magical text appeared around it. Kathy radiated white light. When the dazzling white light disappeared, Jamie found that Kathy in front of him had changed. The hair has changed, the color of the clothes has changed, and they become red. Linda took Kathy's hand and said happily, Princess. You made it. Master Jamie saved you. And his energy helped you to break through your original limits. You are now platinum. Kathy opened her eyes slowly and said, I'm healed. My body has changed. Platinum. Jamie. Thank you for saving me. Flake said unhappily, Jamie, I'll go offline and not accompany you. Don't play too late, we still have things to do. After Flake finished speaking, she logged out and left. Jamie turned his head and watched Flake leave, thinking in his heart, is Flake angry about saving the princess? Jamie's thoughts were all on Flake. Princess Kathy next to him was a little unhappy. Jamie. Kathy called out. Jamie turned around and said, Princess. Are you alright? Then I have to leave too. I'll see you another day. Kathy said sadly, Jamie, wait a minute, there's a wedding to be held, and important people from all over the world have been invited to attend. You won't leave me alone for the wedding, right? Okay, well, I'll leave after the wedding, Jamie agreed. Since the time in the virtual world of Battlefront Line is different from the time in the real world outside, a day inside is approximately equivalent to an hour in the real world, so Jamie thought about leaving an hour later, so Flake should not wait too long. The wedding went well, and everyone at the wedding was talking to each other. Kathy talked to Jamie, Jamie, I know you're in a hurry to leave, but can you just stay and wait for me for a while? Linda reminded Princess Kathy, Princess, Duke Eddie of the Talo Empire is here. Kathy said, I know he's here, so I'm going to talk to him now. Linda, take a moment to tell Jamie about the situation of me and Duke Eddie. After Kathy finished speaking, she walked to Duke Eddie. Linda explained to Jamie, Duke Eddie is the general of the Talo Empire in the north. Kathy was on a mission to the Taro Empire, asking them to help us resist the Southern Alpha Alliance. Eddie asked that as long as Princess Kathy married him, he would be able to send troops to help us defeat the Southern Alpha Alliance. The princess agreed to his request and got engaged there. She became Duke Eddie's fiancée. Jamie was stunned. Kathy is Duke Eddie's fiancée? Linda said, but the princess repented, because the princess found out that Duke Eddie was a mad sadist. He had a pair of golden gloves, which were super weapons against sorcerers and mages, and every night he uses his gloves to torture his concubines. Now next to him is Princess One, who just married him, his new toy. Princess One is a magical princess like Princess Kathy, and has powerful abilities. In order to prevent her country from being annexed by the Talo Empire, she chose to marry Duke Eddie and make Duke Eddie her master. Since then, she has also become Duke Eddie's war tool and a toy for fun. As Linda explained to Jamie, Kathy had walked up to Duke Eddie and greeted him. Eddie said angrily, "Kathy, you actually broke our engagement contract and married another person? Did you forget how you came to the Talo Empire to kneel in front of me and beg for me? You forgot that we were engaged? You are my fiancé." Kathy said, "Eddie, I know you're angry, but our engagement was really just a deal. I married you, and you sent troops to protect our kingdom, so now I can't marry you, and you don't need to send troops to protect us. You have nothing to lose. Of course I broke the trust in you. I am sorry. We will pay you 1 million sunny coins to your Talo Empire as compensation." Eddie smiled coldly. "Okay. As my ex-fiancé, it's time for me to hug you, the beautiful bride." Eddie opened his hands and walked towards Kathy. Kathy was slightly angry, but she knew that if she resisted, or she offended Duke Eddie and caused the Taro Empire to start a war because of her repentance, then the Koda Kingdom would surely perish. Kathy had no choice but to hold back and let Eddie hug her tightly. "You smell so good," Eddie said frivolously, hugging Kathy. Kathy clenched her fists tightly. Jamie in the distance can't stand it anymore. Eddie is too much. Although Kathy is only an NPC, not his real wife, but she is still his own bride. How could his bride be hugged like this? Just as he was about to walk over to stop Eddie, Linda stopped him. "Jamie, the princess is most worried about you. She ordered me not to interfere in her affairs with Eddie, because Duke Eddie is a terrible enemy. You're going to make the issue worse. You have to trust the princess. She can handle everything." Eddie had a smile on his face at this time, and his left hand behind Kathy grabbed Kathy's bottom tightly. Kathy's face changed drastically, and before she could react, Eddie kissed her forcefully. Jamie was very angry when he saw it, and rushed up desperately. Kathy was about to slap Eddie in the face with her right hand, but her right hand was caught by the fast-approaching Princess One. Princess One said lightly, "No one can hurt my master." Suddenly, Jamie jumped up behind Kathy. He said angrily and punched Eddie. Eddie was punched and fell to the ground. Jamie comes to Kathy. "Kathy, are you alright?" Kathy looked at Jamie fondly and said, "I'm fine. You shouldn't hit him like that, but I like it." Jamie said seriously, "I don't allow you to be bullied by this bad guy for your country." Kathy replied, "Okay, I'm on your side." At this moment, Eddie, who fell to the ground, said angrily, "Jamie, it's really you. You dare to hit me. Not only will I kill you today to take back Princess Kathy, but I will beat you when I go to school tomorrow." "What? Eddie knew me?" Jamie was suddenly sweating with fright. Eddie is the president of their school's student council. Eddie is his senior. He doesn't usually see Eddie very often, so he didn't recognize Eddie at first sight. And Jamie was the groom, so Eddie naturally found out his identity quickly. Kathy said, "Honey, don't be afraid. I'm here." At this moment, Eddie said to Princess One, "Now is a good opportunity. Open the barrier and isolate the others and the guards." Princess One raised her hand, and a spherical space instantly circled Jamie and Kathy, as well as Eddie and Princess One. Eddie stood up and said angrily, "Jamie, how dare you rob my bride? I will kill you today and take back my Princess Kathy." After he finished speaking, his whole body glowed. He changed into a military uniform, and he wore the super weapon, golden gloves, on his hands. After transforming, Eddie said to Princess One next to him, "You entangle Kathy, and I will kill Jamie. As long as I kill him and start the transformation immediately, I can become Kathy's new master." Kathy stood in front of Jamie, glowing all over, and changed into the clothes she had previously fought with Flake, but it was already red. Duke Eddie, come and try if your golden gloves can beat me, if you have the guts? Kathy said coldly. Jamie. You bastard, only dare to hide behind the girl? Would it be safer to hide under Kathy's skirt? Eddie didn't want to hurt Kathy, so he deliberately provoked Jamie. Eddie turned his head and scolded Princess Wen again. What are you waiting for? Quickly teleport us to your space before the king sends mages to destroy our enchantment. Princess Wen looked at Princess Kathy with a frightened face. Master, Kathy she has become a platinum level sorcerer. Your golden gloves and my black magic can only deal with gold level. With her current strength, even if we join forces today, we will not be able to defeat her. Her abilities are far beyond ours. Kathy said, Jamie, I can defeat Duke Eddie and make Princess Wen your bride. Do you want it? Eddie said in horror, Kathy, you dare? Kathy hugged Jamie and asked, Honey, do you want Princess Wen? I'll listen to you. At this time, there were hot flames around Kathy and Jamie, but Jamie had no effect at all. Jamie touched Kathy's hair and said, It's enough for me to have you. Then Jamie turned to look at Eddie and said, I'll let you go, but you can't trouble me at school. Get out now. Eddie nodded in agreement. The barrier opened, and Eddie hurried away with Princess Wen. Kathy looked at Jamie and said, Thank you, Jamie, I'm so happy with the successful outcome with Eddie today. I know you're in a hurry to leave. Before you go, I want to tell you something. Actually, Flake didn't use you to kill me, but when you rescued me and kissed me, I found that she was jealous. I can read the state of her heart. She should like you. Really? Jamie froze. Kathy smiled and said, Go find her, be nice to her, and don't blame her for hurting me. Then she gave Jamie a kiss. Jamie went offline and left the world of Battlefront line. When opening his eyes, he was lying on Flake's bed and using the VR device. He tried to sit up, but found something pressing against his thigh. He looked carefully. What? It's Flake. She fell asleep and lay on his lower body position.